Hello, my name is Jim Roberts. I'm a religious studies teacher and have been doing so for quite a few years now. I'd like to talk to you briefly about this whole issue of other religions, the world religions. And it usually comes across, the problem is usually addressed to us as something like this. Something like, there are so many religions in the world, why choose Christianity? Or how do we know if any of them are right? Or indeed, many of them might well be wrong. Or indeed, sometimes people say, well, they're all basically the same, so why bother? So I'd like us to have a look at this question of Christianity and its attitude to other religions. First of all, some people say all world religions are wrong. Clearly, if you're an atheist, you have to say that because they believe there is no God, so all religions must therefore be wrong. Other people say all religions are the same. They all teach the same thing, and so really at heart, at the bottom, at the root cause of it all, it's the same. I would like to suggest that both those views are rather arrogant, in my view at least. To say that they're all the same, all world religions, would actually go against the teachings of most of the world religions, because most of the world's religions often define themselves against another one, and they are very different. Ask the follower of any religion, and they will usually say why their religion is different to anybody else's. And so to say they're all right or they're all wrong is, to my mind, arrogant, because to say they're all wrong assumes that you have researched into all the world religions and have discovered them all to be sadly lacking in a fundamental way. So, how does Christianity and the world religions fit in? First of all, we need to remember that Christianity started off in a pluralistic society. It defined itself over against one religion, Judaism, and it tried to spread in the Roman Empire, which of course was quite religious. So there's nothing new in this question of how does Christianity fit in with world religions. Often when the way people address it, it gives the impression that this is something new and a problem that Christianity needs to address itself quickly. But actually, it's a problem, if it is a problem, as old as Christianity itself. Now, many early Christians in the early church actually looked to the other religions and saw them as a preparation for the good news and gospel of Jesus Christ. Many of them saw good things in other religions, but yet not the right things. They were on the right road, they were a step in the right direction, they were beginning to get people to think about spiritual issues, but yet many of them saw that they were just a preparation for Jesus himself, the Gospels. And indeed one of the most famous church leaders from the early church, Augustine, was indeed a member of another religion for quite a few years, and he saw that as preparation for the good news of Jesus Christ. Now, many people will agree that actually religion is man-made. I, in fact, would go as far as to say that myself. Lots of parts of religion are just man-made. They are human longings to fulfill spiritual ambitions and longings which we all have. So I find that many parts of religion, including Christianity, are man-made. It's all part of a club. And we have little rules and regulations and all the rest of it. And I'm very happy on many levels to say that religion, including Christianity, is man-made. I would therefore like to say that actually no religion gives anybody salvation. From my perspective, no religion gives anybody salvation at all. Because that, to my mind, is a misunderstanding of how we attain salvation or indeed understand what a religion is. Now, I am not religious by nature. I'm not particularly interested in religion. I don't find myself acting in particularly religious ways. I don't have a particular religious bent to me. But nevertheless, I am a Christian. I have encountered the living Lord Jesus, but I wouldn't necessarily call myself religious. So what can we say about that? I think the point is that the Christian message is that religion is God looking for, a man looking for God. Whereas Christianity teaches that in Jesus, God came looking for man. God came looking for us. He took the initiative. So instead of inventing ways of trying to find God by doing various religious activities, the Christian teaching is that God became a man to come and look for us, to find us, to search us out, and therefore to make himself known to us. And so therefore I find something unique within Christianity. And let's look at the person of Jesus himself. In no other religion of the world is there the teaching that God becomes a human being. In many of the world's religions, we have God sending a prophet, God sending a messenger, God doing something to reveal himself, but never God coming himself. So there is something definitely unique about the person of Jesus. And I find Christian teaching about the nature of the world and the nature of the human being to be compelling and conclusive in my understanding of what the world is like. And in that sense, it points me towards the truth of Christianity. But yet, I would like to say that Christians do not possess the truth. We are pointers to the truth. Truth is not found in a list of propositions. Truth is found in a person, the person of Jesus Christ, who claimed himself to be the truth. So I believe that we are quite right in pointing away from ourselves by not being arrogant, but by pointing away from ourselves to the person of Jesus and suggesting what and who do we see there. In other words, I don't want to do down or denigrate any other religion. What I do want to do is point towards the person of Jesus Christ. And therefore I think there is a challenge to us, because in our society, religion is very marginalised. It's very privatised. It's your hobby, not mine. Compare this to the rest of the world, where religion is very much in the public domain. Most people in the world are actually religious in some way or other. Have they discovered that there is perhaps some aspect of life, some aspect of truth, which is worth pursuing? And I think that might help us in understanding how Christianity fits in with all the other world religions.